I just wanted to share something briefly with everyone. To be a parent, I mean, we try our hardest to be there. Some dads want to be there and can't be there for many reasons. But I wanted to share something with you guys. I don't see my dad every day, but I talk to him. When I was younger, he wasn't always in my life. If I needed him, if he could be there, he was there. But every day, my dad sent me something. And this morning, after I got out of church, I was reading. He sent me a thing and said, "Good morning, my beloved. Do all things in love. In case no one has told you that they love you today, allow me to be the first. I love you today." When we choose to do everything in love and with love and with present in our consciousness, we are issuing an invitation to the Holy Spirit to open our souls and reveal more love in our lives. And I just wanted to share that. But I mean, you could do small things in your kids' lives just to show them you appreciate them. My kids are in school. I have one in college, one in high school. Sometimes throughout the day when they cross my mind, I just send a little text message or I send little work just to tell them I love them, you know. And so I kiss them 1,000 times through the night. But those are little things you can do, you know. You don't have to be there all the time. You can do small things.
Well, I just want to share something with you. This song was it touched me when I was young. I'm not a great singer, so you know, if you want to laugh, go ahead, go ahead. But this song was an outro by Rick James, and it goes like this. The name of it is called Unity. Unity, brother, sister, there's got to be unity, yes. Unity, unity's what's missing in our lives, can't you see? We need love, a little word of confidence every now and then, a little honesty and trust among us. Unity, unity, that's it.
Every day I wake up and think life is stressing, but move on with much progression. I realize Christ's confession, my life he's testing, and every day I learn a lesson. My life's a blessing. I realize there's no perfection, and I gotta keep the faith to get the right direction. But it's hard trying to find your way when your mind and your soul and your spirit stray. All day, work no play, you work for pay to provide food, clothes, and a place to lay. Same stress, same struggles from day to day. To escape reality, get on my knees and pray. You don't have to be Superman to save the day, but we have to learn to pave the way and give life some chase. I realize now that life's a race, and we can't get through it if we stand in place. Life struggles. Every day we struggle in life, but we gotta keep the faith in our Christ and know that he never left and he's keeping us right. And every day you learn a lesson in life. Life struggles. Every day we struggle in life, but we gotta keep the faith in our Christ and know that he never left and he's keeping us right. And every day you learn a lesson in life. Life struggles, and nowadays so do we. There's no difference between you and me. I need for you to see that there's a little you and me. So we need to keep the unity in our community to help bring immunity to the sickness and the illness that grew to be in America's states of unity. Speaking truthfully, a change has to start with you and me. I sit back and ask that for all of my stress and strain, the pain in my heart and brain, to walk through the cold and rain, my thoughts are living my life in vain. Woo! I ask that to help me survive my struggle, to strengthen my mind and muscle, to get through my daily troubles, and help me prepare for my life struggles. Every day we struggle in life, but we have to keep the faith in our Christ and know that he never left and he's keeping us right. And every day you learn a lesson in life. Life struggles. Every day we struggle in life, but we gotta keep the faith in our Christ and know that he never left and he's keeping us right. And every day you learn a lesson in life. Life struggles.
This is a prayer for all the disenchanted. Let us make noise that he stops taking votes of minorities for granted. We won't be ignored. We're going to get our streets restored. Families in one accord. Even if you got 2 or 3 of them, tell every daddy that we're needing them, because they are the fuel plus premium. Seeing them alive and well outside the cell means that it's time to rebel to survive this hell. Sometimes we fell by the wayside, like when they told us they were coming in peace, but they lied. We're hog-tied, enslaved, mass genocide, bled and died, praying that the Lord will provide a way of escape across the great divide. Abide by the rules set aside for black men collide with whites who try. Access denied, diatribe, take pride because we fought to push the floodgates wide. This is a prayer for my people, written with a pad and a pen, so we all get to say amen. Forgive the sins of my people, my family and friends, till we all get to say amen. Amen. We've been afflicted and I pray it won't happen again, till we all get to say amen. This is a prayer for my people, written with a holy pad and a pen, till we all get to say amen. Lord, spare us from Armageddon. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Heal us with the blood of your Son. We've been America's most hated, debated, underrated, degraded, slave traded, lacerated, blacks assassinated, freedom long time awaited, European debt paid it, frustrated because we're so complicated, award nominated and celebrated, belated, jaded if you think we made it, hunger can't be satiated, if our ancestors were wrong for basic, fights for rights to let us make the same mistakes they did. How simple can it be to plant a tree for our family when it's the loss of forgotten fantasy? Candidly, why is the black man so angry? Well, the heart hardens after hundreds of years of living life on the margins with no pardons to beg. Running in the fast lane is hard in your legs and it won't ensure that we'll endure the race. Strategy is what it takes to make the earth quake and shake ourselves awake. This is a prayer for my people, written with a pad and a pen, so we all get to say amen. Amen. Forgive the sins of my people, my family and friends, till we all get to say amen. We've been afflicted and I pray that it won't happen again, till we all get to say amen. This is a prayer for my people, written with a holy pad and a pen, till we all get to say amen. Lord, spare us from Armageddon. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Heal us with the blood of your Son. Been around the world and we've been player hated. Been around the world and seen babies armed and intoxicated, always getting told we won't make it. These naked babies hardly inoculated. Been around the world and there's still slavery, because we're often intolerated all around the world, and there's still self-hatred because we're lost and indoctrinated. Now who's going to reach us? Who's going to lead us? Who's going to free us? Yeah, all we need is Jesus, but what if his representatives don't feed us because they're too hungry and too tired to follow procedures? Why gotta be this way? Lord, please make a solution for all this turmoil that we see today. You're the only hope for the honest man. You see his jam dip in his dollar van, drive us to the promised land. Yeah.
Before we leave, I'm going to ask Brown to come back up with a couple of his committee. And while they're coming, I just want to say this one thing and I'll let you go. I know it's about to rain, but it's very important that we hear that all has been said today. It's very crucial that we hear. And I need you to hear this. Listen to me, listen to me. Shh, shh. It's very crucial that you hear me. There's a reason why that we're here today. And God has put in my heart to really reach out to the heart of Trenton. Those of you who know Pastor Darius Daniels in the local churches, we decided to do some things that's going to help change this city. One particular thing, my organization, we have Sam Naples building now, that we're going to have programs after school starting next month. While you, on Saturdays and Sunday mornings, you can drop your kids off, and they'll be taken care from 4 to 2 on Sundays, and on Saturdays, I forgot the time, but you'll hear more about that through those posters and those things that will be happening in our city, show you what we're going to be actually doing. But it's very crucial that you hear this. What we see today in our community, what we see, those children that you see on the street, those children are people or someone's child. That's not an addict, that's not a gang member, that's somebody's baby that has been influenced by something, perhaps in their home or some influential force, indirectly or directly. What we need to understand is this. William Lynch, anybody heard of William Lynch? His plan is working, and that is to get the light-skinned black against the dark-skinned black, or yellow black, or however you want to define it, and it's working here in Trenton, New Jersey. And whether you believe it or not, while the wars are going on in the Middle East, there's a war right in your backyard. And until the parents, charity begins at home, until we stop blaming the city and what the city should do. We need to understand that those in the street are from our homes. What we raise is out in the street. Jailhouses are filled with our children. It's not the city's children. It's the children that belong to the parents. And if the parents don't be honest with themselves and know that their children are selling drugs and deal with it at home, then the city is going to be affected by what happens in the house. So we can blame the city all day long. I heard everybody speak about this until the parents take this by the horns and say, baby, although you're paying my rent through the drugs that you sell, I must now, y'all with me? We now have to take charge and see what's happening. Because what happens in the home, what happens in the city is only a reflection of what happens in our home. So we really have to start looking at this perpetual system that started after slavery but yet continues because we continue to go against one another in spite of who we are in God. Brown said it best, love and God. This is what's going to change our community. Us understanding the power of love and the power of influence. Adam never ate the apple from the tree. He never ate the apple from the tree. He ate it from Eve's hand, the power of influence, but the repercussion was as if he ate from the tree. So the power of influence is powerful than the actual act itself. Kids demonstrate that what they see. So what we're seeing now is a reflection of perhaps of who we are as parents. So it takes you and I to really come together, not just let this be a rally, but follow it with a system as we're going to do with after-school programs and being honest with our families. Are you with me? There's a war going on. And I'm going to leave this last point with you. The thing that I love about this story is Moses was given the option to win or to lose his battle against the Amalekites. And what happened was God told him to go on a mountain with two people with two different personalities, Aaron and Hur. Aaron represented the tribe of Israel, and Hur represented the tribe of Judah. And Moses said, listen, me and Joshua are going to go on this mountain. But me and Aaron and Hur are going to go on this mountain. And Joshua, I want you to go out there and fight the Amalekites. And when you see this rod lifted up, that's a sign to you that we're winning the war in Trenton. When you see this rod lifted up, that's a sign to you that we're winning the war. But if you see this rod decline in any way, that's a sign to you that we're losing the war. So Moses goes on top of the mountain. He takes the rod. The rod represents God. He said, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me. So as they were lifting the rod to God, they were winning the war. But as Moses' arms got tired and started to decline, something happened. They started losing the war. But this is the key. Aaron, who represented the tribe of Israel, was on one side. Hur, who represented the tribe of Judah, was on the other side. So now they notice that we're losing this war. Two different personalities from two different tribes. But yet they recognize we're losing the war. And in spite of their differences, they realize that, wait a minute, if we don't get past of who we are, I may not like the way you do it. I may not like the way you look. I may not like the color of your skin. But the fact that we're losing the war, Trenton is losing. So that means that in spite of who we are, I may not agree with everything you say. But somebody got to get on one side, and somebody else got to get on the other side, and begin to lift the name of God together, and together as a family, as a people, as a culture, as a nation, as a community, we can finally win this war. They got on both sides, and both of them started lifting the arms of Moses, the man that represents the city, as well as God, the God in the man, and together everybody left today with the attitude, we got to win this war. No more no more children will continue to die in this community as long as God is in our hands and we're in the hands of each other. Look at your neighbor and say, we can win this war. Not another child die in the city of Trenton. Say, we can win this war. Not another child shall suffer in the city. Say, we can win this war. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, we can win this war. Come on, give God a praise in the place today. So let us close out with prayer. Let's close out with prayer that after today, there will be a change in this community. That after today, we're going to get together and form activities that these children can fuel their excitement. Without the instruments, music, studios, arts, they turn to guns. There's a reason why they took this out of the system. so we can continue killing each other. Let's get it back. If the city ain't got the money, let's put our monies together and make it happen. It doesn't take much to love. We take one step, God will take two. Father, we thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for this gathering. We thank you for this brother round that you've allowed to bring all of your people together. We pray now, God, that this spirit that we sense now will continue to perpetuate the hearts of those that are seeking sanctuary in this community. We pray for safety here now. We bind the hand of the enemy. We come against every device, every assignment that is to try to destroy the city. We pray for our mayor, God. We pray for the officials that you will cover their minds, give them the wisdom and knowledge to carry out the assignment to rebuild this city. And now, God, pray for every parent today who struggle, who suffer, who are dealing with a child in a gang. I pray that you give them the understanding and wisdom to how to speak and how to pull their children out of that situation. You be glorified today, God. We recognize you have all power. It's in you that we live, move, and have our being. So today, God, we ask that you continue to move in your city. This is your earth and the fullness thereof. It all belongs to you. We invoke your spirit now to rest upon us. In Jesus' name, we pray. Amen. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, we're going to win this city. God bless.
Thank you, man. Love you. One love. That's the bishop. Y'all know my dad right there. That's Mr. Blue right there. That's the only man right there that comes before Martin Luther King.
It was love. You know, like I said from the beginning, if it was 2 people or 10,000, my man showing me the Skittles. My man showing me the Skittles. My man showing me the Skittles that it was a part of the routine. It was love. And like I said, you know, anytime you putting out a positive message, I don't care how it go, you want that message to go across to everybody. I had, you know, people came out. Like I said, it was love. That's the only way we was going to win this, is through love. The audience showed me love, man. They was into it from the beginning to the end. They showed me mad love. That's what let me know right there. That's what read me, you know, that I was doing what I needed to do. They showed me mad love. Yes, they did. And so you're going to get critics. You know that. And like I said, you don't hate on them. You got to keep them with you because they make you strong. You know, like I said, we're going to be doing all kind of different projects. The thing of putting this together, or any rally or any movement, you can't give up. You cannot give up. I'm glad that I'm here. I'm glad that I'm on, and I'm going to reach every kid and adult out there. To everybody else, ride around One Entertainment. Ride with me. Show me love, and I'm going to show y'all love. But the only way we're going to win this battle, we got to fight. We got to fight together.
Stop the violence in the city of Trenton. Stop the violence in the city of Trenton. Stop the violence in the city of Trenton. Exit 4 hold. Exit 4 hold. Exit 4 hold.